Assalamualaikum, good day everyone. Our group consists of 4 members which are Afiq, Fatimi, Shafira and Syaza. As we can see, the title is Small Changes, Big Differences. The question is, does super chicken matters? Basically, a company named Stock Industry wants to create a system for making super chickens. Using recombinant DNA procedures, the company will make chickens that will have high levels of growth hormones. This will make the chicken size is bigger than normal size, mature faster, increase the protection from infection and have lower body fat. However, the early result shows that these chickens will have some unfavorable result, such as the bone and ligaments of the chicken is fragile. This result in the chicken will have high injury and death rates. In short, we can see that recombinant DNA definitely will have benefits but also can show several harms. The central issue is about the use of recombinant DNA in animals, which is in this case is chicken. The question here is it ethical? Is it safe? To answer these two questions, we go to the preliminary decision. In our opinion, it is not ethical and not safe for the chicken because it causes the chicken to suffer from the effect that occur to them and making them not safe to live normally. So our preliminary decision is it needs more work in research to really understand and master the fundamental of recombinant DNA. Also, it needs a lot of training and to perfectly making the recombinant DNA to make sure the chicken is not suffering.
Okay, now we jump right into the 4 tests. The first one is the harm test. In this case, we consider 4 parties that will be affected, which is the chicken itself, researchers, consumer, and also company. Firstly, the chicken. The benefits are the growth rate will be faster, resulting in the chicken will mature quickly and high protection from disease at the same time. In contrast, it may cause mutation since the genes is extremely small, so any changes in the genes may happen, and this will affect the quality of the chicken meat because they have fragile bone and tendon. Secondly, the researchers. Researcher plays a big role in this case. They are responsible to whatever may happen. The benefit is that if the researcher manage to produce the super chicken without any harm and high quality, they of course are able to get promotion from the research because it is not easy to achieve the perfection and it will benefit consumer. In the other side, if they fail to make the recombinant DNA properly, they will be punished because they are responsible for their act and this will affect their reputation as a researcher. Thirdly, the consumer. The consumer will benefit in the quality of the meat since the chicken will have a bigger size, protection from infection, and also have a lower body fat. This result is in the taste of the chicken is delicious. In the other side, if the DNA of the chicken is damaged, it may cause infection to the consumer since the chicken genes is infected and may cause changes and also affected from the fragile bone and tendon. Lastly, for the harm test is the company. The company will benefit in the profits. They will earn high profits since the chicken mature faster and will have higher production rate of the chicken. In the other side, if the chicken lost its quality due to the fragile bone and tendon, that may cause the chicken to have low quality of the meat. They will suffer a huge loss. To conclude the harm test, it shows that both benefit and harm are equally the same amount, but it is the best if the harm part are less than benefit.
Next, we take a look in the professional test. The first act is Animal Welfare Act 2015 in Malaysia is about the administration of poison. Section 31, number 1 and 2 state that any person who without lawful authority or reasonable excuse commit an offence if use poisonous or injurious drugs or substance that cause the animal to suffer. They need permission to use any drugs to animal and also make sure the drug that used not affecting the animal. So in this case, if they want to make the recombinant DNA, they need to use suitable drugs or substance to make sure the chicken is safe. The second Act is Animal Welfare Act 2006 in United Kingdom. This Act is about the prevention of harm in Section 4, unnecessary suffering number 1 and 2, state that a person commit an offence if he fail on his act and cause the animal to suffer, or he purposely want to make the animal suffer, or he fail to take steps to prevent the suffering, or the suffering is unnecessary. We can see that we cannot simply make the animal suffer from our own act, because we need to prevent the harm to the animal and make the animal less suffer. To conclude, both of these acts protect the animal in terms of their feeling and their right to live normally without any pain and suffering. This case should be publicized to let the public aware of the use of recombinant DNA in chicken so that they will know about the chicken and can make decisions before consuming the chicken, because the public has the right as a user or buyer. Besides, it can make the company take it seriously and be more responsible in carrying out DNA recombination of chickens to produce high quality chicken in a safe environment.
The last test is faith test. This is based on 3 different religions, which is Islam, Buddha, and Christian. So the first one I'm going to talk to is about Islam. Allah said in the Quran in Surah Al-An'am, "There is no creature on the earth or bird that flies with its wings, but that they are communities like you." This clearly shows that the equality of animals and human rights both are in the same community, in which both are created by God. So, animals should not be taken for granted for our importance, because they have feelings and their rights too. The second one is Buddha. Buddha said in the Dhammapada, "All beings tremble before danger, all fear death. Then you consider this: you will not kill or cause someone else to kill. All beings fear before danger. Life is dear to all." So, this shows that every life is precious. It practices to do the little possible of harm to animals and not killing them. When we consider this, both animal and humans are capable of reaching nirvana, which is the highest state of all beings in Buddha. The third one is Christian. In short, it stated that God has created human that has dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Also, God said to them to be good to everything in this world. This means that although humans have dominion over them all, but still human needs to be fruitful and be kind to every creature, which in this case is animals. So to conclude, all of these religions practices the same concept, in which animals and humans are actually have the same rights, even though they have different form of creation. So we should not exceed the limits that have limit by God, in which using them for our own benefit. In conclusion, according to all the 4 tests, harm test, professional test, faith test, and publicity test, we agreed and believe that this decision is optimal to the problem. The quality and also the safety of the chicken is our main concern. This is because we want to make sure that the chicken is free from suffering, including the human health is secured. To end our presentation, we would like to express our huge special thanks and gratitude to our instructor, Dr. Nur Hidayah binti Muhammad Taufiq, for helping and giving us guidance in completing our work properly, and we had gained a lot of new knowledge about recombinant DNA in animals. Thank you.